Jack, and I'm going to show you some gyro ring tips and tricks. This is the gyro ring. It has little rings attached to a big ring that you spin around and play with. It's fun. I'm going to teach you some tricks. I'm going to teach you some tips how to do it. I don't know how to spin it this way to start it. If you do, good for you. I do it like this. Whack it, bam. Like this. Oops. Then I start it like that. See? Goes on for a long time. And then if you're lagging one, you can just hit it again. That's how you start it off. Once you get a hang of that, you pause, try to get a hang of that, see if you can go fast, see if you can get it up. Which I can't right now, I don't know why. And then one way is to turn it around. That might take a while practicing. You have to do it very smoothly and only with one hand, or else it will not work. My friends have tried it. They're really bad at it because they cannot do it backwards the way that I did. And then when you go backwards, as you can see, I'm going the opposite way with my hands. And then I turn it back the other way. Okay, got it. And then, okay, I lost it. One way is when you turn it back around, you have to keep going like this. I don't like that. But when you keep going, you can have it keep going up there, and then you have it stop, and when you go the other way, it will come up that way, and sometimes it will work. Not all the times, though. So I'm going to try that for you guys again. Okay, I got 3. Whoops. We got 3 again. Okay, I got 4. Okay, I got 5. Now what you do, try to spin it around, or if you don't, just try to start it backwards. I've never tried that because it seems too hard, but there we go. We're backwards, and then, you know what, I'm just going to skip that one. I'm going to go right on to going one-handed. This one takes a lot of practice, okay? So don't get cocky and try to do it by yourself in 5 minutes. Start it. Ooh, I got 2, whatever. I got 5, yay for Jack. Okay, one-handed is somewhat hard, but it can also be kind of frustrating. So first, get a hang of this really good. Make sure it's going at a decent speed, and it's not too close to your hands. When you get all of them started, make sure, take one hand, and just kind of bunny hop it. So, woo, look at that. And then you can go right back to just regularly going. You can start going backwards. One other thing is, I love playing with this with my friends because it's a really fun thing to do. We go for points, maybe 5 points at the most, maybe 3 points. And it's a really fun thing to do. And to pass it on to another person, you really just start it. They get mad at you for starting it, just let them start it and see if they can actually do it. And once you get it started, pretty good, yeah. You can turn it around and then ask them to take it, and they can take it regularly. They can hold it regularly, they can do tricks, they can do a whole bunch of things. Sometimes people are good enough to walk around and do a lot of things. Like I'm going to do, like turn on the lights. I'm going to turn on the lights. Woo! And oh, I still have 2 going. Okay, let's start. Oh, still 2 going. Okay, we got 5. I want to show what you guys what they look like up close. They look really crazy. They look like friggin', I don't know, super bees. And they're pretty loud too. I have to be talking loud to do this. Good one. Okay. And you pass it on to your friends by turning it around, and they can take it and they can go regularly like this. And then I have 2 more tricks for you and one more tip for you. I'll show you the 2 tricks first, and then I'll tell you the tip. So get it started. One of the tricks is fairly easy, even though it involves throwing it up in the air, because you only have to throw it up in the air for a real short distance. Like, watch. And if you throw it up in the air short distance, then the rings will stay in the same place that they were before. If you throw them at a high distance, they might go around and you might catch it. I've only done that once. You throw it up in a short distance, it's a lot easier. So, yeah, that's a pretty easy one. Then, the final trick, definitely the hardest. I just figured this one out today. That's why I'm wearing short shorts. My sexy short shorts. I've worn these short shorts in other videos before, but a lot of people have complained that they're underwear, even though they're not. They look like underwear because they're the same color as some underwear, but they're not. They're gray. Okay, the last trick, the final trick, the hardest trick is under your leg. This final trick is definitely the hardest because you have to bend down to your crotch and so it's between your legs, and then make sure it's not very close to your hands, and make sure you have a real good grip to it. Take your right hand if you're right-handed, your left hand if you're left-handed, and put it under your leg and pass it to your left hand, or right hand if you're left-handed. You pass it to your left hand, and then you can keep going. So I'm going to do the under the leg right now. And it wasn't so easy for me because I had just a lot of practice with my friends today. So it's going to go and it's still pretty smooth when you bring it back up. Gyro ring, ladies and gentlemen.